Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So finally, I will be sharing the IBS strategy and how to prepare the subject because it is one of the toughest subject that the ICI has introduced recently from the new syllabus, and it is one of the most requested video from each and every one of you who are watching my videos. If you are new to this channel and watching this video for the first time, I have uploaded 5 videos on each and every subject of CA final syllabus, talking about the strategy, the preparation, and how did I experience my CA final exam, which was in Jan 26. So if you are watching this for the first time, do watch those videos because they are very in detail of what all resources that I used, what all faculties I referred, and everything is included in that video. So do watch those videos for your own preparation if you are giving your exams in May 26 or in September 26. So without wasting further time, let's start with this video, which is one of the very crucial videos for your May 26 preparation. So before telling you about the preparation strategy and how you can prepare the IBS strategy in the last 2 months in the best possible manner, let me show you how difficult this paper is. Even if you are giving both groups for the first time and you have done the 5 subjects very thoroughly, still this subject will be difficult for you. Still this paper will be very tough for you if you are giving it for the first time. So let me show you the questions of Jan 26 which I faced, which I did during my exams, and I will let you know where all those answers were and how it is difficult to find those answers. And then I will share you at the back end of this video how you can actually prepare the IBS exam and what all learnings that I got from giving the exams that I will share with you at the back end of this video. So let me start with this first. This is the Jan 26 paper, as you can see on the screen. I did not do the first question case study because when I read the case study, I felt that I will not be able to do it. And the way to do this paper is you have to only read the descriptive questions and then identify which question you have to leave. Now coming to case study 2. So this is the question. Okay. So I will just share you the experience of me giving the descriptive ones. MCQs I will not tell you because they are very worst, so I will not tell you. Just I will tell you how the MCQs were framed this time. Okay, so this is question 2.2. as you can see on the screen. I cannot write them. Let me just go. Okay, so as you can see, this is 2.2. Okay, so there are 4 options. I will not tell you which one is right or wrong because I also don't know which one is right or wrong. So now there are 4 options, and here you can see there are other 4 options as well. So student have to actually go through the entire MCQ first time, then read which all options are correct, which all options are wrong, and then give that one MCQ. So it is a 2-mark MCQ, and if you are not aware of these concepts, you will not be able to do it in 5 or 10 minutes. So there are 8 questions. Okay, so there are, as you can see, there are 5 MCQ questions of 2 marks each, 10 marks, and there are 3 questions descriptive of around. So the entire case study will revolve around 25 marks, 10 marks of MCQs, 15 marks of your descriptive question. So now let me start with the descriptive ones and tell you how difficult it is to solve these questions. Okay, so this is 2.6. it talks about some draft of suitable report. So first, when you start with your reading, you just have to analyze which subject is this question about and which concept it talks about. If you can identify the concept, well and good. So while reading through it, I realized that it is a cost subject. Plus I had read the index and I thought it will be a chapter 8 question which is of performance reporting because it talks about reporting. Okay, so this is what I did. Now when I came back to this question to solve this question, and when I went through the entire module of the chapter 8, I did not find any question which is related to suitable report. Okay, and why I'm telling you I looked into the question only because in costing you have to look into the questions first and then go through the theory part, because mostly in costing the questions are repeated. So let me skip this question. I did not do this question in my exam. I left it. I only wrote the only one line I wrote, and which is only because of quality. Okay, so I read quality and I wrote one paragraph of quality. That's it. At the end of the last 5 minutes I wrote this question. So let me skip through this one. Okay, now this is 2.7. I will not go through the entire paper. I will go through important questions, or I will go through the questions which are very tricky and you have to solve this in the 4 hours. Okay, so now this is 2.7. Now This question is in RTP Jan 26 FR. Okay, so if you have not done the RTP, you will not solve this question because it is a very tricky question. Firstly, second, if you have not taken the RTP booklet, you will not be able to solve the question. Okay, because you have not read through it or you have not actually solved this question while doing a preparation. Luckily, when I was doing this question while preparing, I actually did it once or twice. Okay, so it talks about April 25 and March 26. You have to just jot down the journal entries. If you know the concept, it is an easy question. If you do not know it, if you do not have the RTP book, you cannot do it. If you have not seen this question in RTP, you cannot do it. So this is how the paper is set. Okay, you have to be very, very vigilant, and you have to have presence of mind because you have to read everything. Now next, coming to the next question, I will not tell you the solution. You can easily find the solution in the book. Okay, now coming to the fifth question. Okay, so it talks about related to whether he can perform additional procedures. So it is a limited review engagement. If you are aware of it, it is an audit related question, and it is related to SRE 24100, 24100. Okay, and CAS upno. Okay, so how should he address this report, and if he has not obtained sufficient evidence, what should he do? First of all, CAS is a statutory auditor. Okay, so now when you are statutory auditor, as per my understanding, SRE 2401 or 10, whatever the next chapter of review engagement is, that should apply. But in this question, it is talking about additional procedures. Okay, that additional procedure question is only in SRE 2400, not in SRE 2410 or 01. Okay, so while I was going through this question, I got confused because I do not know whether I should use SRE 2400 or SRE 2401. Okay, this is the first line of confusion that I felt when I was solving this question. Now, second, you have to address in his review report. So what you have to write, you do not know. You just have to tell what are the additional procedure. If you find that answer, so in SRE 2400 you will find a similar topic. So just I copy pasted that. I don't know it is right or wrong, but I copy pasted it based on my gut and understanding. Okay, now coming to the how should you address this matter, you cannot write this by copy pasting. You have to read through the entire case study, and then you have to draft your own report. Para, that is opinion para or whatever para it is, you have to write it. And if it is material misstated or sufficient appropriate, so it talks about this adverse opinion, and this is about disclaimer of opinion. Okay, so now I have just told you about 3 questions. Okay, first question you will not able to do it. I did not do it because I did not find it. So your 6 marks are gone. Think about the mindset as well, because when you are doing the question, you are also evaluating which all are right, because you have to score at least 40 to pass this exam, right? Now when I was doing this question, I did not have the RTP. Another panic. Okay, now I was doing this question, I did not know whether to use SRE 2400 or 2401. Okay, so there I was confused, but then I went with my gut. So first learning, I will share you the learning at the end, but first learning, you have to trust your gut. Okay, you have to trust your preparation, because in 4 hours you have to give 1 hour for each case study, and you will not be able to solve it if you do not trust your gut. So if you can understand little bit where the question is, just write that, because you do not know whether it is right or wrong. Okay, even I do not know whether I have written it right or wrong. Now coming to the case study 3. I will not solve the entire question as I said, but I will just show you how difficult this paper is. Okay, this is when I have analyzed it, this is when I have written the paper, and then I am able to show you where the answer can be. I am not correct, I am guessing only that this will be correct. Now think of it, for the first time I am writing this paper. I have seen the question for the first time. I have only read it in that 15 minutes. Now coming to this question, I will come to this question, but let me go. Compute total taxable income and EHT for the assets. So you have to just compute the taxable income. It is a trust related question. Okay, now when you come to this case study, so this is the paragraph which talks about the incomes and expenses of the trust. So as you all know how to solve the question, how to calculate the taxable income. When once you go through this question, you will be like, this is an easy question, we can easily solve it. Now let's start with this. So this is easy. State government, you have grant received, so you have to apply 115 BBC, right? That is fine. Voluntary contributions received, voluntary contributions received. This one is correct. Now including foreign contribution, okay, this one if you have solved the questions very well, there is one question in the Power Puranas book, you will relate to this, you will be well. Now name, address and PAN of the donors are not available. This concept I did not study. Let me go through the IBS document. Okay, so this is the Power Puranas book. Okay, income of the charitable trust. So let me just come to this. Income of the charitable trust. There is corpus donation, there is 15% gross income, income applied for charitable purpose. So whatever the extra 85% it talks about. Okay, now it does not talk about voluntary contributions if the name, address and PAN of donor is not available. So whether it will be a 30% taxable income, I do not know. Whether it will be included in the 15% bracket, I do not know. Okay, so first confusion. Now net income from property, this will be included. It is an easy one. Now coming to corpus. While doing a preparation, you must have thought corpus is the easy one, right? Because you have to just exclude it because there is nothing else in that corpus concept. Okay, now coming to this. Name, address and PAN of the donors are available. Name, address and PAN of the donors are not available. Where is this concept? I do not know. Even in Power Puranas book, this is the only thing included in his book. Corpus donation, if it is deposited in mode 5, then you have to deduct it, that is exempt. Otherwise, you have to include it. Now, whether it talks about this concept, name, address, if the name and address is not available or available, nothing. Okay, so while doing this question, I spent around 20 minutes. My first question was this one. I spent around 20 minutes just to see whether this concept is there in the module. I did not read the module one time before giving my exam, so I do not know anything about the module. So while doing for the first time, I went through the module just to see this. This is the new concept. Now you are like, oh, easy question, you can easily do it, but you cannot do it because that is the toughness of IBS. Even if you are aware of where the concept is, you still have to solve that question. That is not an open book question. It is just to make you feel like that it is an open book and you do not prepare it and you fail. That is the only reason why ICS kept this question. Now amount applied, it is an easy one. So now you see, I have explained you this question. Okay, after analyzing this question, after going through the module, and still I am not able to find it, and I am doing it for the first time. If you are doing it for the first time, now how you can solve this? This is a 6 marks question. Let's assume I have done 3 adjustments right. Okay, I get only 3 marks. This is one of the easiest question. If you understand the concept, if you know this is from direct tax and it is from test chapter and you know all the concepts, you have done it in the second last paper only, but you will not be able to do this question fully. Now coming to the next question, identify and explain 3 risks to which EST is importing first of its kind. Now can you analyze the concept? Can you understand which concept it talks about? Firstly, import. Okay, it talks about risk of import. Okay, now in import there is one subject which talk in AFM, there is forex. Barabar, forex mein there is import and export because it is foreign exchange related, right? If you analyze this in that 1 hour, then well and good. I analyzed it, then that is why I'm telling you. Okay, forex in my book, as you can see, the solution is here. This is the solution. Okay, which page number it is? In 205 page number. Did I read this? I did not read this. Okay, this is my presence of mind and my luck. I will tell you, IBS, you can only pass if you have luck. If you do not have luck, you will fail. That is for sure. Now coming to the question, operation in foreign exchange are exposed to a number of risks. You can see it is similar, it is not exact. So any 3 risks to which by importing and foreign exchange में क्या 3 risk हो सकते हैं, this answer talks about. So I just wrote transaction, translation, economic, just copy pasted this, and that is my solution. Am I right? I don't know. Am I correct? I don't know. Okay, I just did the answer as per the question based on my luck and presence of mind. It is this stuff. Okay, you cannot solve this if you are not aware of where the question is, where the concept is actually, and where you can find it. Okay, so this is the first time I went through this page 205. I just went through the chapter. This is my present. Okay, let me think it is forest chapter AFM. I went through it. Now if you get confused and you are roaming around, whether it is tax or whether it is IDT, whether it is audit, any subject, if you get confused around, you will not be able to do this. Okay, now coming to the next question. Only one or two questions I will now tell you how tough this subject is. I am not scaring you, but I am making you prepare that this is not an easy subject. Okay, even if it is an open book, it is not an open book. Let me just go through. Okay, yes, 4.7, you have to determine whether it what is calculate the GST payable and what is the correct approach. Correct approach, you will get only 1 mark. GST payable, you will get 5 marks. Let me just go through the case study to tell you how difficult it is. Firstly, you have to identify which paragraph it is talking about. This is the paragraph. You have to read through this. This is not, I have read through this twice, then only I am able to directly connect through this. Now, machine costing 8,85,000 inclusive of GST, then you will exclude the GST. Barobar? So you will like, okay, exclude the GST, add GST, and then that is GST payable. That's done. No, sorry. As part of, so now, which is also the open market value. Now what it tells you about the concept of value of supply, there is rules. Okay, so you know it is talking about some kind of rules. Okay, now as part of the negotiation provided 100 kilograms of, so there is exchange, so it is a barter. I think so it is rule 27 as per my guess, right? Now here it tells you about open market value. So whether this is the final value, you are confused. Secondly, whether to include this in your total GST payable, you do not know, confused. Thirdly, this 40,000, whether it is the final value or cost of production. If it is cost of production, you have to add 110%, right? Because that it is rule 30-31. But if it is not, then you have to take this as the final value. As per my understanding, this is what I learned. Okay, I might be wrong. Well and good, you know the answer, well and good, that is fine. But I am telling you, I am giving this answer for the first time in the hall directly, and that is the situation, right? I am telling you what is the situation. Now you are confused whether to include this only or whether to include this only, right? If you are confused, then you know 5 marks mein se to gaye, because if your tukka goes well, you will get 5 marks. If it does not go well, you will get 2 to 3 marks. As simple as that, right? 8,85,000, I did the 18% wala kaam and I found out the GST, right? Now whether to include this at 110 or whether to include this at directly, I do not know. I did the alternative. Okay, so that is how tough the answer was. You might think when you have read the question, you feel like, okay, I can do this because I have read this, I know the concept. No, that is the toughness of IBS. Even if you know everything in IBS, like even if you know everything in each of and every subject of 5 subjects and the next 2 subjects of law and costing, still this is one of the toughest papers. Okay, now let me go to the last and then I will come to the strategy. That is why these videos are very long, but you have to watch these videos because they are very, very important for you guys. Now, this is one of the luckiest answer that I found, and that is why I told you, if you are doing IBS, you can only pass it if you have luck. Do you agree with the management opinion of non-disclosure of capitalization policy? I don't care about 1 mark, because when I started doing this, I only had 15 minutes with me. So I do not care about this 1 mark. Okay, I did write something that I do not agree with this management because capitalization is very important, and I supported this answer with the chapter 8 accounting policy. Now, under what circumstances accounting policy is said to be material to the financial statement of the entity? If you have read through Bhavik Choksi's book, okay, now when you come to this question, you realize that either it is chapter 1 question, basics, right, or either it is chapter 8 question, that is accounting policy, accounting estimates, and that chapter. Okay, first guess will go to the accounting policy and estimate because it is directly related to accounting policy only. I went through that entire chapter. I did not find this question. I did not find the solution of this question. Okay, and there was one concept related to materiality, but it was a different question. The concept was in case of changes in accounting policy, okay, whether you should disclose it and whether it is material, something like that. Okay, materiality word was there and changes were there. When I found that, I was like, okay, I got the answer, I will write this answer. But when I read through the entire answer, I felt like this is not related to this question. Now, when this is what luck does, okay, you have to be lucky. There is no solution around luck. Okay, I think so. This is the answer. This is financial reporting. Okay, this is module 1 of the 5 modules. First luck, I found either it is chapter 1 or chapter 8. I went through chapter 8, I did not find it. I went to the chapter 1. I am doing this in the last 15 minutes. Think of the pressure. This is in 3.54 page number. There are third chapter and there is 54 page numbers. I have not read through the entire financial reporting, not read one line of module. Okay, now when you come to this, an entity is likely to consider material to the financial statement, other events and conditions. Okay, so when it is material, this is the answer as per my understanding. I do not know whether it is right answer. When the suggested answer will come, I will find it. Okay, and when my results will come, I will realize whether I have failed or passed. But this is what I think so the answer will. So I directly copy pasted this. Okay, now see the luck and your presence of mind. It is in 3.54 page number, 54th page number of the third chapter also. So even if you find that it is from the first chapter, you have to go through 54 pages in that 15 minutes of time, and then find this answer, and then write this answer, and then go to the next question. This is the toughness of IBS. Okay, it is not an open book paper. Mind it. It is just to ease your mind that you can easily solve it. You cannot solve this paper if you have entered the premise thinking I will easily do it. It is an open book. I will solve this. No, it is not possible. It is not at all easy. Okay. Now let me just go through the last question. Suggest some parameters as per the requirements of the manual. When you are reading for the first time, you do not know what concept it is, which subject it is, you cannot do this. Now go through the question. Okay, case study. How many pages this case study runs? Let me just go through that as well. Here the case study starts. Okay, 1 pager, 2 pager, 3 pager, 4 pager, and when you go through this is management is thinking to hire some input various parameters to identify currency risks in the probability. So in the last page, in the last paragraph, you will find this question that they are hiring you as a consultant for identify currency risk. First of all, currency risk is in either, I think so, risk management chapter. If you have not read the 4 important chapters for AFM, you will not be able to know where this concept is. Okay, so I read through the 4 chapters while giving my AFM. So my mind click, okay, currency risk talks about risk management. Okay, I went through the risk management chapter. Okay, there is one question which talks about currency risk. So how to identify the currency risk? The question was related to that. I wrote the 6 points and that was my answer. If you do not know, if you do not have the presence of mind, you cannot do this. It's as simple as that. Okay, now coming back to the PDF word file. So here we are. As you saw, the entire question paper. First of all, realize it that IBS is tough. Okay, it is tough. It will stay tough. Why? Because ICI is using AI to make this paper. As you saw, 4-pager case study, and in the last paragraph you will find the concept related to that question. So if you want to clear this subject, I actually don't know whether I will clear it. Okay, so I am not here to tell you that if you follow this strategy you will pass. No, I am making you aware that how you can study based on my experience. That's it. And there is no one in this entire education faculty of CA final that will tell you how you can prepare IBS. No one. I have watched through entire 10-20 videos regarding IBS preparation. No one is close to, even close to this actually. Okay, so let me tell you first thing that IBS is tough. Second thing, you have to have, okay, I have written it, so let me just tell you the only keys to succeed in this, it is luck and your presence of mind and your calmness. I told you about the calmness thing. Okay, while I am going through the entire case study for the first time and I am finding the question, okay, where the concept related to the question will be in that case study, then I have to find the answer in the book. Okay, and then I have to actually match the answer with the concept. The direct copy paste you will not find it. It is just a myth that open book you can directly copy paste. No, you saw the entire paper. Not only one or two questions were direct copy pasted questions that you can directly copy paste from the module, right? All else questions, everything, every question apart from those 2-3 questions, you saw it that you have to think and write the answer, and still you will be not clear whether you have written it right or wrong. So you have to be calm, first of all. Second, you have to have presence of mind, as I told you. Okay, I read that question twice and I have read it for the third time here, and then I am making this video. Then I am able to tell you whether it is right or wrong. Okay, and also I am not sure that whether it is right or wrong, but as per my gut I think so it is right. Okay, now imagine you are doing for the first time and you have to find that in the 4 hours, in 1 hour actually, for one case study, that is 1 hour. And third thing is luck. I cannot tell you that how you can have luck, because if you have done your 5 subjects well, plus if you have done the 2 subjects very well, then only your luck will increase and you will be able to do this paper. As simple as, will I pass? I don't know, but my luck increased because I did the entire 5 papers in a very thorough manner during my 4 months preparation. So right now, if you are watching this video and if you have watched till now, then that means you are very dedicated, first of all, and second of all, you have to start preparing IBS from the start right now. Okay, I will tell you how to do this. Now coming to the strategy of how to actually prepare IBS. So what was my preparation? Let me tell you that I did only 5 days preparation. Okay, 3 days during my preparation I went through law and costing. Went through law and costing means I went through only the concepts of each and every subject, sorry, each and every topic. I went through what it talks about and marked it. Okay, fine, this might be important or that. And we had 2 days before our IBS paper, so I just went through law and costing again in the 1.5 day, and in 0.5 days I just went through the index of only law and costing. I did not do the 5 subject because I took only the index of the 5 subject, but it is not important if you take it also, because you know where all the things are in that 5 subjects, because you have done it very well, if you have done it very well. Okay, so this was my preparation. So as per my experience, this preparation strategy will give you 0 chances of passing this exam. Okay, might be my luck was there, so I will add 50% for my luck, 50% for my preparation, so 50 becomes 0, and this is my luck that I was able to find answers. Okay, so this strategy is not going to work, so do not go for this strategy. Okay, any video, if in any video it tells you about that you can do IBS in 5 days, just skip that video and watch this video. Okay, now coming to the strategy. First of all, law and costing, these are very important subjects. Do not think it is an SPM subject that you have to skip it. No, it, in my exam it carried around 40 to 45 marks. So out of 100, around 50% of my marks were only from 2 subjects. If you have not done it, law and costing, if you have not even saw it, if you just went through the index, you will not be able to solve this paper and you will definitely fail. That is for sure. You will definitely fail. Okay. Now coming to law. Okay. Even if you have done the entire subjects once, read through that subject, watched the lectures, you will still be not. You will not be able to solve the questions. Go through the law questions in Giant 26, and after going through that, watch the suggested answers of only the MCQs. I am telling you, you will not be able to solve it. Of every MCQs of law that I have jotted down in my paper, okay, I have written down, I have marked down, each and every answer is wrong. That is the quality of the questions were in law. Okay, so how you can do it? Firstly, you have to learn either from Shubham sir or Harsh sir's lecture. Okay, if you have money, if you can afford it, buy the lectures today. It is around 30 to 35 hours of SPM of both the faculties. Recommending Shubham sir because he actually goes through the entire subject in a very slow manner, and you will be able to understand it. I have not gone through both the sir's lecture, so I cannot tell you which one is right or wrong. But as per the revision video of both of them, I will tell you to go through the Shubham sir's lecture. Okay, you have to treat it as a subject of your CA final. As I told you, you cannot treat it as an SPM subject. Now, so this is the link for free resource. So the Shubham sir has actually made a playlist of around 33 videos. So this is the series. Okay, so it is the series of is of around 33 videos. So it covers each and every chapter of the law. So you can go through this if you do not if you cannot purchase the course directly, okay, from Shubham sir. You can go through this because he has covered each and everything, but you have to learn it. Give 1 hour. So how you can study this? As per my experience and as per my recommendation, I will tell you, just go through 1 hour. Okay, give 1 hour of law and SPM. So 1 hour means 30 hours, 30 days of law, okay, and 30 hours, 30 days of SPM. Okay, if you do this, I think so you will be able to clear your law and SPM and do the questions easily, find them easily. Okay, as per my experience, I can tell you this. If I will do it for the second time, then I will do it in this way. This is the first method, and I will do it in this method because I do not think so the second method will work, or even the 5 days method will work. 1.5 days, so forget it, you will fail. Okay, so now law, if you have understood, you have to go through the entire lectures, you have to learn it, you have to understand the concept. It is like you are actually learning the subject. That is the reality of SPM law. Okay, because in IBS it becomes a monster, and literally the MCQs, if you go through it, you will find, okay, fine, I have written one answer. Okay, as per your gut, you feel that it is right. As per your gut, you went through the entire concept, read through it for one time in the exam hall, and then when you see the YouTube video for the solution, you find it the answer which was not at all possible as per your reading through the entire concept. That is the right answer. So this is the reality of the quality of the questions of law. So you have to read through the entire thing. Okay, you have to learn it, genuinely speaking. Costing, I have found the loophole, or whatever the strategy you can see. I have told you that you have to focus on questions. As you saw, each and every questions of costing were related to the questions. The questions and answer will not match, but you will at least find the question and you can find the points. You just write the points and make your own answer. You will still get 3 to 4 marks out of 5 to 6 marks. Just writing that 3 main key points and something inside, you might get 3 to 4 points. I do not know my paper. When the paper will come, I will, if I pass, then I will make the video. But this is the way to do costing. You do not have to do the entire costing like law. Law, I am telling you have to do everything, but in costing, you can actually focus on questions. So this is how you can prepare law and costing. Law, you have to read everything, you have to learn it like it is a new subject. Costing, if you do not learn it, still you have to go through the questions once, okay, and then you have to do the index atta fine. That is very important. You have to know where all things are, because in that 1 hour, you first the pressure, second the timing, you have to know where that concept is, in which chapter it is. That is very much in IBS in each and every 7 subjects. Now, other subject, read the module once. So this is what I was telling you. In 30 hours, you do the law. Okay. Then in 30 days, you do, if you find time, then you go through this. Give 1 hour, just read through the entire module. Okay. I know it is impossible. I did not do it for the first time. But if you have to genuinely prepare for IBS, this is the best solution. Okay. Other than that, the second solution I will tell you. But the first solution is this only, that you have to go through the entire module while you are preparing for it. So let me give an example. If you are, let's say, studying for 8 to 10 hours, okay, this is the must. After this, if you are not studying for 8 to 10 hours, you will not be able to do the entire preparation for at least 3 times. So if you are watching this video and watch till this time, just keep it in mind, you have to study 8 to 10 hours. 7 hours study whatever subject you are studying. 1 hour give to the module of whatever you study. Just skim through it. Just skim through it and write what all additional points are there which are not included in your concept book. Just like Bauer Burana's book. Okay, if you are doing direct tax. Okay, and write it in that 1 or 2 lines. Just write that. Okay, in concept book, not in the module, because you will not be able to find that again. Write that it is not, this concept is not included and it is in this page. That much is enough. Okay, this is the way you can do. And 1 to 2 hours you can give to law for the first 30 days. That is 17 if you start today, or tomorrow 18 to next 17. That means by March 15 you will be able to complete your law. Well and good. So your 20 marks to 25 marks of IBS is covered. Okay, and you will be able to do the module reading once. So by April end, mid 15 April, if you are able to do module at least once, then I'm very sure that you will be able to clear the subject. That is the only way. Now coming to the second way to prepare this 5 subjects, you have to practice 1 questions each day for 1 hour. So each case study is for 1 hour. You can go through this way also. Go through the Jan 26 paper first. Okay, then the Jan 26 RTPs and NTPs. Okay, in that manner you go. Okay, then you go to the September 26, May 25, September 25, and then November 24. Do not go to the May 24. It is the worst paper. It is the easiest paper of IBS. You can easily solve it. So by November 24, so I think so 5 questions, 5 hours, 5 days. If you go through the entire one, I think so 1 month. Okay, 30 questions you will be able to solve. Then go through the IBS case study booklet. Solve that 30 questions. So in 2 months, giving 1 hour for each case study, you will be able to do 60 questions. And by God's grace, just if there is some luck for you, you will be able to clear this exam by this method. If you go to the first method, the chances are very high, because after giving the exam, I really felt that how will I be able to prepare for this subject? Because as I told you while I was showing in the first half, where you can find this answer is impossible. You have to have that presence of mind. You must have gone through the module at least once, then only your chances of finding the answer increases. Okay, and then also you have to think, understand which all things will be included and which all things will not be included. It is just like other papers, just they have told you that it is an open book. It is not an open book paper. Okay, and so lastly, this is the true disclaimer of giving the paper in Jan 26. 5 days for the entire IBS strategy, worst strategy. I went through that emotion, I went through that experience, I did that preparation. I am not even sure I will pass. Okay, so 5 days you cannot pass IBS, that is for sure. And if you have just done in the last 2.5 days or 1.5 days, it is all, you will pass only because of luck, there is no presence of mind, there is no calmness, there is no preparation. You will only pass because of luck. And in 5 days also, you will only pass because of luck. To make sure that your luck increases, the base of your luck increases, and you actually come out confidently after giving your exams, these are only the two methods that you can prepare IBS. Rest all methods are, I will tell you, bullshit. Rest all methods are useless. So please go through this. And lastly, let me just clear all this. So lastly, as I told you as in the start as well, no one can actually tell you how to prepare IBS. Not even the faculties, not even me, not even any student who has given in Jan 26, September 26, May 26. The only solution that I found, this is the solution of giving IBS, and this is the preparation way. That's it. The entire saransh of this video, summary of this video is this only two points. This or this or and this. Now, exam strategy. Yes, when you are giving your exams for in the 4 hours, first of all, take this sheet with you. It will help you. Which sheet I am talking about, I have included in the drive link. So I will give you that. This is the sheet. Okay. MCQs are here and descriptives are here. Sorry. So MCQs, so what you have to do in this, that which subject the question is related to and which concept is related to. So like in one descriptive question, the subject was audit, right? And the concept was review engagement. So SRE 2410. And you have to write the marks. You can write it. If you want to skip, you can skip it as per it is as per you. Now go after writing all the 5 questions, you will get 5 minutes, because in 10 minutes you will be able to do the entire reading of the descriptive question. Just go through the descriptive part and see which all things you will be able to do. Then mark that. Okay, so I will be able to do case study 2, case study 3. You will not be able to do the solution, but reading the question you will be like, okay, I can manage it. That is what you have to analyze it in the last 5. Okay, case study 4 I can do, right? Now you are confused, 1 or 5 करना है, वो बाद में देखेंगे. After giving 3 questions, you will see at the end what you have to do. That is why you have to write the marks just to total it out. Okay, which question? So each and every question is 25 marks, but you have to see through the descriptive ones which 2 are easy or which one is easy, which you will be able to do it. So that is how you have to do. So go take this paper, take a printout of this. Now going to the next point. Okay, yeah, second point, a very big learning from my Jan 26. Take everything, even the RTP booklet. You have to purchase it from the ICAI website, or take a printout of at least the your May 26, Jan 26 and September 25. These 3 booklets you must have. You must have. Otherwise you will regret. Just imagine if I did not go through that question at least twice or thrice, okay, while preparing my FR subject, okay, 4 marks were gone because I did not take one book of RTP Jan 26. This small book is, the book is this small, 10 pages book, and I have that book. I have prepared from that book. I have that in my cupboard. So take everything, even the module, everything that you have, your handwritten notes, your index, take everything. Luck will favor you if you take everything, because if you do not take it, then you have lost the chance of even solving, at least looking to that question. Okay, now, yeah, third learning, skip a question if you can't find the answer, if you cannot analyze it. So the first question, I told you I took 20-25 minutes. Okay, first question, it was just 5 marks. At the end, I was able to solve the entire paper just because in the MCQs I did tukka fine. Okay, in question number 4, case study 4 or case study 5, I wrote each and every 5 answers, just tick mark Bhagwan ke naam pe and did it. So skip a question. It is 5 marks. It will not matter because this is important. Calmness is important. If you skip through it, just think, okay, done. Let me focus on the next question. At the end, if you get time, then solve it. Otherwise, leave it. Because Doing 95 is better than doing 80. Okay, doing 80 is better than doing 60. 60 you will definitely fail. If 80 you will definitely fail. 90 you might pass. Okay, might pass. Okay, I have given 95. That is why I am telling you, you might pass, but you have to give at least 95. Write everything, but you have to write everything. Just do not get stuck in the IBS paper, you will fail. Take the index of all the subjects. For law and costing it is important. For the 5 subjects I do not think so it is important, but still take it. I told you take everything. Okay, and through my video I have told you my experience for Jan 26. So this was the video. If you found the video helpful, do like it and share it to your friends. Each and every resource that I have talked in this video, it is in the drive link. It will be in the description section. You can access that video, access that document, that is the IBS whatever paper I have told you. And also I want to tell you, if you have not watched the previous videos, do watch them. Share these videos to your CA final friends. I'm just requesting you because it is helpful for you guys only. I have given the paper, I am sharing my experience. Experience is very important. Okay, if you go through the entire IBS strategy videos of each and every faculties, each and every students, even the rankers, you will not find this. And I'm guaranteeing you this is the only way you can clear IBS. Once you give the IBS paper, then you will realize, okay, Saurabh was telling me. That is my guarantee. In IBS, I can give you guarantee that this is the only way that after giving the exam, you will be satisfied that that you gave 100%. Because after giving my exams, I was not satisfied. I felt like what all things I have to study to just clear this subject. What more I have to study? That was the question, and I have not found the answer. Just based on my experience, I think so. This will be the answer. So if you go through this, let me know after going through your exam how did the exams went, because it will be helpful for every student going forward who are going to give their IBS paper in either May 26 or September 26, Jan 27, etc. And also there are only 200 to 300 views in the last few videos that I have posted on each and every subject. So I know you are not sharing those videos. It is not my loss, it is your loss only and your friends' loss, because you will not be able to learn and understand what all things you have to go through, or what all videos you have to watch, faculties you must subscribe, and then only you will be able to completely do your 100% of your preparation. So just share it to your friends if you have watched this video till the end. And thank you so much. I will come back with another video. Just write down what all videos if you want in the comment section. I will make that videos for you. So thank you so much for watching this video till this end. I will see you. Bye bye and take care.